What the fuck? I'm a whore, you idiot.
Hi guys. I don't really have a format for this video. This is just gonna be like a little chat.
Completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference.
Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Angie the Phoenix, and here's where I give you tips, tricks, and advice to helping you evolve and grow on your spiritual path, okay? I've been watching Mia Magic a lot. If you guys don't know who that is, I highly suggest to go check her out. She's phenomenal. Anyways, I don't even I just started recording. I don't even have anything. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna channel whatever wants to come to me. You wanted me to deliver a message. That's why I'm recording this video. Let's just see. I also do tarot readings if you guys want to check out my websites, linked in the description below, okay? I'm gonna shuffle again. Spirit, what message? Wow. Okay. The Fool. Okay, fresh starts. Whew. Okay, I guess this will be a tarot video. I'm feeling a lot of energy in the collective right now is going through some sort of transformation, some sort of cleanse. Since 2020, we've been experiencing a lot of shifts, a lot of mental shifts, physical shifts. Okay, everything physical is going to be reflected with our internal reality, okay? So I've just been feeling a little energy forecast for you real quick. I feel like we're moving into a very enlightened period, true embodiment of our true selves. I don't know how to really explain that, but a lot of people are diving into their authenticity, diving into their, beliefs, things that like make them feel really good, okay? So a lot of people have been experiencing shifts relating to their internal selves, their external reality, jobs, family, relationships, all that stuff. I know for myself, I experienced a lot of shifts in 2020. A lot. I could even get into that. Screw it, I'm gonna get into it. I graduated in 2020, okay? I was the class that I remember sitting in the auditorium room during lunch and my principal getting on the stage and literally telling us like, hey guys, things are kind of unsure right now, we don't know what's going on. There's a virus in China, but if they take precautions or whatever, like we don't know like what's going on, like God forbid we ever went in lockdown, like, hey, like this is just like a little heads up. I just remember being with my friends and laughing about it and just being like, oh, this is the last day of school, like, ha ha ha. Like, I remember going to Starbucks, like, with my friends, and like we all like came to school super late. I was a senior, like I never went to school, or I would just go and I would be like really late. But we were making a joke out of it, and we were just like, ha, this is our last time together. And yeah, we ended up, it ended up being our actual like last day of high school. Little did I know about that. I would never see those people again. I would never see my teachers again. And then we just got stuck in our house. One day we're just like, okay, like you can't leave your house, you can't go anywhere, you can't see your friends. I literally like didn't see anybody for 7 to 8 months. My mom was so strict on quarantine. I literally could not leave my house. I remember leaving my house and like being so excited to go like on bike rides. I don't know like if anyone else had like a little thing that they just like were so looking forward to, like when you like couldn't go anywhere. It's ridiculous, like crazy thinking about the control that they had over us. I think that was probably one of the most influential times in my life when I really looked back and I'm like, wow, like this literally can't get any worse. Like this is probably like I just remember being in my room just wanting to reinvent myself, like not knowing what to do. Like I had to like do something. I would make boba tea like every single day. I would hang out with my sister, and then there was one day where I just had a complete mental breakdown. I ended up cutting my hair like up to here. I literally cut all my hair off. Well, I don't even know why I did that. I was just like, I think that was just like my like my breaking point. Like I was like, this is crazy. I don't know what to do with myself. I just need to change something. I need to change something. So I cut my hair off, and I ended up just like hating it, and I was like so sad for like the longest time. And then I remember applying to schools, and I didn't know what was gonna go on. I thought, hey, like I'll just do online school, that would be fun, like that'll give me something to do, right? And then they said like there was a school that, they were actually one of like the only schools that was like, hey, like we're actually gonna be accepting like on campus housing. And me, when I heard that announcement, I was like, whew, I'm going there right now. That was the only school I applied to. I didn't even want to go to college. The only reason I wanted to go was to get out of my house, was to experience something else, was to just like, oh my gosh, give me a new routine. Like, I can't do this. Like, I remember going, I applied, and I got in. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was amazing, and I was so excited. Starting a new chapter, even though like my whole world was like I didn't even know like what I was doing. I didn't know anything. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This feels right. I'm gonna do this. I ended up going. I was there for 1 semester. I ended up moving out like January, February. Because I honestly, like, I wasn't studying. I didn't really care about school. I was just there to like make friends and hang out with people and do, have that experience, have that college experience, what I always like wanted, what I always told myself that, you know what, I'm just gonna live it out, I'm gonna see whatever. I didn't care about school. But anyways, I was feeling pretty lost. I think I would say April-ish is when I started feeling like, whoa, like what am I doing? I was also in like a pretty toxic relationship at the time where I just felt stuck. I just felt like, oh my gosh, like I need to do something with myself. Like this, I can't like live like this. So my mom actually ended up calling me one morning, and she was like, hey, have you ever thought about going to beauty school? And I was like, beauty school? Like, Mom, like, I don't want to be a freaking hairdresser. Like, no, like, that's not my thing. And she was like, because my mom went to beauty school, my grandma, my aunt, like, I don't know, it was like their thing, and they all wanted to do hair. I never really cared about hair. My hair's curly now. My hair used to be straight, but I don't really care about it. And she actually ended up telling me that they had an esthetician program, which was for skin and for facials and for that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, that's like actually kind of cool. Like that's really interesting. Because like that is something that I incorporate in my everyday life, so why not do that? Why not, try it out? I mean, honestly, like what else was I going to do at that point? So I ended up applying. I actually went in the same day. I remember I left my ex's house, and I was like, I gotta do this. Okay, I gotta leave. I'm gonna try something else out. And I ended up doing an interview there, and that day was like, damn, like I paid for it. I paid like full tuition. I was like, yes, like I'm committing to this, like full send it, bro. Like I had just, like it just felt right. It just felt like, yes, like this was the change that I needed. And one thing about me, I am a very impulsive person. I am a very ambitious, driven person, but like when it comes to my future, when it comes to like wanting to try new stuff out that's gonna benefit me, wanting to do new things like that, okay? So I ended up like, yes, like this is definitely an investment. I'm gonna do this. Let's see where this goes. I ended up starting in June, or was it July? I remember just spending all summer going to school. It was literally 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. for 7 months straight, Monday to Friday. Okay, this was like my life. This was my new life, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I was so happy. I met a bunch of really cool people there. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, actually, being in that environment. I was in a spa, so literally I graduated from Aveda, I actually really did not like the structure of the people there, like the teachers and like the whole like, you know, the higher people, but the environment was cool and like the girls were cool. But yeah, I don't recommend going there at all, but that could be a different video. But I loved the environment. I remember there was like a garden outside, and like some girl like brought a hammock, and I would always go outside and like put in my headphones and just like meditate and like journal and script. I was also, I think this was like in the middle of when I was in beauty school, is when I ended up breaking up with my ex. I broke up, and then I was like literally like trying to still like push myself, which was really hard, because like, you know, it was a very big transition for me. Like I left my college friends, I left everybody there, like I left, like I wanted nothing to do with that anymore, with those like that environment and all that stuff. Like I just couldn't see myself growing there. And so me making that decision to really leave and to try something new was really big transition for me. But you know, I was really good at just pushing myself through things, because I always looked at it from a wider perspective. And you know, if I keep doing this, then I know I'm gonna get this good karma because I'm working my ass off. If I keep doing this, then you know, I know that I'm going to attract what's actually meant to be in my life. So I always told myself, keep going, this too shall pass. That's been my affirmation since like literally ever since I can remember. Okay, where was I? So come mid, I want to say like August, September, that's when I started looking for a job, and I wanted to like do an internship with like a spa so that I can like start working as soon as I get my license. And then this is actually when I started TikTok. I think was like when I was in beauty school. I started making, cause like I did start, I had like another spiritual awakening right after like I left like college, and then I broke up with this guy. That was like, it spiked like another like, whoa, like realization for me. So I started creating more, I started getting more into my passions, and I would create like 3 to 4 videos a day, like just spiritual tips and like random thoughts that just came into my head. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start posting this. Like I never saw anyone like do that kind of stuff, and I was like, okay, like whatever, like I'm gonna do this so that I can look back and like this would be like something for me to look at. And I started gaining a lot of popularity. I ended up having like a few videos go viral, and I, you know, like I was like, whoa, like people are listening to me, people like this stuff, like okay, like I'll keep going, like I'll like shit, like I'll sit here and talk, like this is great. So I started making more videos, and I started attracting more people that had similar interests as me. And let me tell you, when I was in this time, I was so alone. I had nobody. Okay, well, I have my family, okay, but when I'm telling you, like, I felt so alone, and this is usually something that happens when you have a spiritual awakening. Like, you take all that energy and you put it back into yourself. You know, you don't want to like do things that like everyone else does. Like, you don't really want to go out. I would not go out. I would get invited to places, and I was just like, no, like I don't feel like I don't fit in. I feel like I just feel awkward. Like I need to just be by myself. I would be by myself journaling. I would be by myself meditating. I would take myself out on dates. I loved doing this. I would go to the beach by myself, journal, get my crystals, do my tarot. And I just felt so empowered, and I felt so incredible, because all of this attention, all this energy that I had spent so long on focusing on other people, I was finally able to give it to myself. And it felt amazing, because for so long, like I was like, why am I attracting people that, you know, don't treat me as good as like I know I'm supposed to be treated? And then I was like, wait a second, I am only tolerating what I think I deserve. Okay, like I am only tolerating what I think I am worth. And for so long, like I would just be like, you know, hopping like group to group, like hanging out with like multiple types of people. Like I would always like just want to, I got along with everybody. So I didn't have a problem like, you know, meeting different friends and doing whatever. Like I would always fit in some type of way, and I would always, you know, learn something from people. But it took me a while to just kind of like be like, wait, like I need to put this love back into myself. Wait, self-love, this is a real thing. Self-love, I'm gonna attract things that the vibration that I am vibrating at. I'm going to attract the right people into my life because I know that what I'm giving myself is the right thing. I know that I'm loving myself, and people can only see you from how you view yourself, okay? So if you are, you know, if you're clubbing every night, if you're drinking all the time, if you're, you know, like around big groups of people that don't even know who they are, like how do you expect to find yourself? How do you expect to, you know, take that time for yourself if you literally don't know how to love yourself? And I've had people like ask me like on TikTok, and like, how do I love myself? Like I don't know how to love myself. Like I don't know how to do any of this. You have to be alone. Okay, you have to be comfortable with being alone, because, you know, let me tell you something, like you can always be around people, you can always portray a version of yourself on social media, you know, of your perfect life, of your perfect face, your perfect body, your perfect whatever. But if you don't take the time for yourself and be a little selfish and say, you know what, no, I'm not going out, I actually want to take myself out to dinner by myself tonight. Like, no, I'm not going out because I'm in a journal. I'm not going out because there's something I'm feeling upset. So there's something I gotta focus on right now. There's something I gotta, you know, process through myself before I give my energy to somebody else. Okay? You know, life is all about directing your path, directing yourself to your, what the hell is that? I live right by an airport. I've never seen that plane before. It might have been a war jet. Honestly, nothing surprises me at this point. Where was I? It's over like a lot of parts, but my life has been so chaotic. I've gone through so many stages, so many transitions. That's kind of why I call myself a phoenix, because I have pushed myself through so many situations that I've seen a lot of people get stuck on, and allowed certain things to be like, okay, this is my plateau, this is the end of me. Like, no matter how hard things have ever been for me, I have always persevered, and I've always gone through it, and I've always climbed around that mountain, on top of that mountain, whatever the fuck analogy. I have always been a very strong person, but I've also gone through a lot to get me there. Yeah. I also love tattoos. I tattoo myself. Random thought. I think what I really wanted to just talk about is just, you know, life is a journey. Understanding that you're always going to be experiencing, you know, ups and downs, but when it comes down to it, you need to be grateful for what you have. You need to be grateful for where you are in your journey, because you never know what else is trying to make its way towards you. You never know what doors are going to be opened for you if you just did it. If you just did it and told yourself, like, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to persevere. I am going to get through no matter how hard it is. Okay? A lot of people, you know, feel sorry for themselves, say, oh my God, life is so hard. Oh my God, like, I can't do this. Like, this is my throat chakra. Things are always going to be hard. Okay? Like, if things weren't hard, how would you be able to appreciate the good in life? If things weren't hard, how would you be able to truly be grateful for what you have? You know, that's why people who have the most money in the world, you know, are like upset or like not really content, because they're not content with themselves. You have to put that love into yourself. That's gonna be the whole theme of this. Self-love, baby. Self-motherfucking love. Telling yourself that you are the best person in this world. Telling yourself that no matter what I've been through, I know 24/7, I've been in this body. I've pushed myself through the hardest things that people would never even be able to comprehend. I don't have to explain my boohoo, sad sob story to anybody, because I know that I'm going to keep attracting what I put into myself, what I give myself, what I show myself, okay? I'm going to attract things that I understand, that I pour into myself. Energy is very magnetic, okay? Energy is very magnetic, and it is very, very, very crucial to understand how it works, okay? You're not going to be attracting things that are, well, first of all, you're always going to be attracting things that are meant for you, okay? And I like to talk about this when it comes to like situations that you're like, whoa, like, God, why are you doing this to me? Like, whatever the case is. We always have, life works in balance, okay? Life is karma. I'm a Libra, and the more I experience this, the more I'm able to share and like truly be able to comprehend, okay? Life is all about balance, and it's all about working with, you know, the ups and downs, and understanding that things are going to be leveled out. If you put negative thoughts, if you put doubts on yourself, okay, on yourself or on others or on the universe, you are going to keep attracting that. And that's why people get in like a cycle of just getting shit on after shit on, like, oh my God, like having a gray cloud over your head. Like, you are only going to be able to break out of this if you feed yourself good thoughts, if you reprogram yourself. I've been listening to affirmations for the past two years now. In the morning, I found this affirmation. It was like, I am, for success, for, you know, self-love, all that stuff. I am affirmations. Listen to this for 21 days straight. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, sure, why not, right? I started listening to it in the morning. Okay, I started listening to it throughout my day. I would put headphones in. I would, you know, when I was in beauty school, I would just, you know, do facials and just listen to my affirmations. And let me tell you something. Your thoughts are so freaking powerful. If you tell yourself that you are the baddest bitch in the room, people are going to be like, whoa, like, look at you. You walk in that room, they're like, whoa, she's the baddest bitch in the room. What's up with her? I want to get to know her. Like, like that energy, you know, everyone has an aura. That energy is going to literally like draw people in, and you're gonna, you know, they say, what is it? Your vibe attracts your tribe, okay? Whatever you feel about yourself, whatever you know, your authenticity is going to be attracting the right people. If you are lying to yourself, if you're telling yourself like, oh my God, like, I'm so ugly, like, I hate myself, I have such low self-esteem, like, but let me just do my hair, let me do my makeup, let me get tits, let me get let me put on the most expensive jewelry, let me put on, you know, the most expensive bag that I own, whatever. Like, maybe then that'll mask how I really feel about myself. But I'm beautiful. Look at me, I'm beautiful. You know, like presenting this, you know, I'm not shaming anybody for any type of way, but I'm just trying to show an example of, you know, your external, oh my gosh, your external flesh, this mask that you have on is only going to get you so far. And this flesh body that you are in is only going to bring you a certain place until you are actually not as happy as you would think that you'd be, okay? You know, you have to always be loving yourself. You always have to be, you know, giving that love, treating people good, being humble, being generous, being a good fucking person. Like, it's not that hard. People are always going to see past that. You know, whatever you project on social media, like you know, you're actually gonna meet those people one day in real life. And you know, that whatever it is that you're putting out there, like, is that really what you want to do? Is that really how you want to attract those kind of people? You want to attract materialistic people? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. But at some point, you're going to be like, wait, dang, I actually wish someone loved me. Baby, you don't love yourself. Why would they love you if you can't give that love to yourself? Why would they respect you if you don't respect yourself? You know, it all comes down to that. You don't want to have validation from somebody else. You need to seek that validation within yourself. You need to seek that love within yourself. It all starts from within. And I will preach this till the day I die. I will preach this to the day I die. You know, I'm with my literal soulmate, like, love of my life right now, twin flame, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, and we'll have periods where, you know, we'll argue or like we'll have like some sort of like indifference, and I'll look back and I'll be like, wait, let me take a few days to myself, and, you know, we'll agree on this. We're like, we need to take a few days, you know, to look back inwards, to, you know, focus on ourselves. And, you know, we're mature enough to come to that conclusion where if we are not at our best versions, we can't give that to each other, you know? So it's all about working with yourself. It's all about pouring that love back into yourself, okay? And understanding that, really, really understanding that. You know, I could sit here and talk about it for hours and for days, and, you know, you guys can just be watching this, be like, okay, like rolling my eyes, whatever. But all I'm gonna say is try it for yourself. Try it for yourself. Find things that you love to do. You know, if it's journaling, if it's creating, use your sacral chakra from, you know, the chakra of creation, doing things that you love so that you can start incorporating that more into your everyday life. I think that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. I didn't even know where this video was going, but kind of just wanted to get like a raw story, raw advice out there. I don't even know if I want to edit this that much. Yeah, thank you for spending some time with me. It honestly means the absolute world. Thank you for letting me speak to you. I hope something will stick, okay? As my mom says, you know, you don't listen to half the shit I say, but something will stick. If you liked this video, if you liked my vibe, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I also posted some of my socials linked in the description below. Have a beautiful rest of your day. You deserve it. You deserve the world, my love. Ashe.